Ready? So welcome to Our Lady of the Rock. Our idea was, because it's Our Lady of the Rock, to do the presentation of stone mason craftsmanship on this side. Okay. And they're waiting for us on this side. Be careful here, please. Yeah.
Oh, greetings!
Yeah.
How do you do?
Very well, thank you. And yourself?
Well, I'm doing just dandy. So allow me to introduce myself. My name is Vedran. So I'll be your local stonemason here for the day.
Okay.
So, as you can see, this is my workplace. So how about we step away from the sun here and into the shade?
Okay.
Stefan, feel free to join us as well.
Thank you.
Make a wish. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
I feel it is more stable now.
That's great.
I believe so as well. So, if you find a blacksmith or a coin maker on your travels, be sure to make
We'll
good
give it to
use
it.
of these.
And go here. What's interesting, altar is built over the original rock where the painting was. So literally the altar covers the rock where the painting was discovered at 1452. And the painting discovered at 1452 is the actual one we see there. It was restored, so they covered, cleaned and everything, but still standing on the same place where it was. What's even more interesting, when they built the altar over the rock, behind the altar, they left a little opening so people can still go behind and actually put the hand inside and touch the rock. Of course, make the wish, and Our Lady of the Rock will take care of the rest. To create the altar, they use different sorts of marble: white, pink, yellow and green. This green marble is very interesting, or the most interesting on the altar. It comes from Greece. It is called Antico Verde, and for a kilo of untouched piece of a green marble, they were paying by 1 kilo of silver. So it was extremely rare, extremely difficult to find, and they bought 12 kilos to decorate the altar. Beside the altar, I'm sure you noticed all these things and decorations from the weddings, because the church is popular, if not the most popular in Montenegro for Roman Catholic weddings. So usually the bride leaves the gift for Our Lady of the Rock for the groom in the future. So today this is the museum part, treasuring all these exponents that actually people donated to the church. Even it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's okay. It's empty. It's empty.
Oh, okay.
It was popular to bury especially bishops on the island, but later when they added the rooms extra, they stayed on the floor. Vases, books. You see Mother Teresa over there, also very popular around. Sailors are bringing from all over different artworks. These are the holy persons of the Boca Bay. The most popular among them, Saint Leopold Mandic from Herceg-Novi. He lived in Herceg-Novi, but he spent most of his life in Padova, where he was a priest. He died in World War II. He was even in a concentration camp. He was very, very respected in Padova, and there is a church dedicated to him. He committed his entire life for unifying the church, Eastern and Western one, and through that ideology actually connecting people from all over the world. He was, because of that, imprisoned during World War II, and he died in concentration camp. Few years after that, he became the saint of Saint Leopold Magnitsky. His body is in Padova in the church, but 2 years ago they brought the relics around these areas because people believe. Blessed Ozana of Kotor, her relics are in the church in Kotor. There is a church dedicated to her. She lived in 16th century. Saint Tryphon, a patron saint of Kotor, his cathedral is in Kotor. And this is Blessed Grazia from Prčanj, from the village where we are going. So basically, everything we see again has the story behind. Apart from the value that comes with the artistic meaning of the items, everything that's here is someone's gift after Our Lady of the Rock held them, as they believe. The crowns were actually decorations for the icons, because they would do that. That was common tradition for the Virgin Mary, especially because it was not popular just to give the silver. Paintings were also a thing, a great collection of the paintings like this one, 1853, not only showing a ship's store, but almost, not this one, almost each one Our Lady of the Rock taking care of people in trouble. Photos of Fascinada, you can see here, the boats in the line, 22nd of July, every single year since 1452. And people come with their little boats. Covered from the bay are stored, different periods, different times. Mainly interesting are the first traces of human existence we have in the Bay of Kotor, 3,500 years BC. So this good shelter even attracted the first official inhabitants that we had in here. On the other hand, even though it was good shelter, it was not providing a good sources of living because there is no flat land that much inside of the bay. So it was very important that the bay communicates with its surrounding. And that's why the village of Rissan, which is in that corner, did have not that steep mountains in the background, could communicate with the inland, and was the first village settled inside of the bay. Roman traces. Romans were here like all over Europe. We don't have big temples, colosseums that survive, but evidence of their presence is on every corner. Look at the original rowers from the sailing ships that worked. Of Kotor, battles, storms, just tiny little collection of amphoras that are discovered in this area here, of course, from Roman time to the future period. Back from the ship. She was doing that more than 20 years. She used Chinese silk as the base, and then on that base she basically presented the altar of Our Lady of the Rock. What is interesting, she used different materials, more silk, silver, gold, some pearls, damask, and she put her hair, her real hair, for the hair of the angels, Our Lady and Jesus. When she started from down. There was a lot of brown hair, and then as the time was passing, mainly gray hair left. Her name was Hyacinta Kunic, and she finished this at 1828. When she was done, she was almost blind. Because there was no electricity, she would sit near the window or under the candle, work on this. On some places, like here where the angels are, there are 650 points of needle on 1 square centimeter. Originally, we call it painting by needle, because when you look from a distance, it's really unbelievable how precise it is. Of course, when she finished, he was still not at home, so she donated the work to the church, to Our Lady of the Rock. Whatever happened, wherever he is, she can look after him. We don't know exactly